Hi guys, this is Vishal here from Rapport. So in this video, we will understand how to create multiple collection records in a single action, in single event, and those collection needs to be linked together. So let's say we have employee collection, and employee has address, employee has maybe a family detail, employee has some other things. So all those are linked to a reference field, and I want to create all the objects in a single go because there are several use cases where we want to create multiple records in just one action with just one form submit. So let's see how that can be done. So as of now, I have a employee collection name, joining date, all these are normal fields. And let's say we have one more collection called address. So I want a object of address also created along with employee. So whenever employee gets created, address should also get created, maybe with blank values, which I can update later as part of the profile update and other thing. But I want to create a dummy or a blank object, right? So as of now, they are not linked. So let's go and just link them. So in the configuration, I'll say employee has one address. So I'll say reference field address. Address line 1, line 2, whatever. Okay, that's all. So now employee has an address. So what I want as soon as the employee get created, address collection should also get created. A collection field should also get created for this employee. So we do have a page where we are creating an employee, but this just creates an employee. This does not create the address because that is something which we just added just now. So let's go and fix the event. So typically what we do, I just delete these actions which I'm not using. Typically what we do, we go and just add an action to save data, right? So this is the action which we use, save data. Now instead of save data, we use this save collection plus reference item. So it is what it is doing, it is creating an employee and it will also create all the reference fields, whatever we'll define here, right? So I'll say for which collection, employee collection, because that is first constructor we don't need. Okay, so do you want to create an empty reference item? We'll say yes, we want to create. In which one? So as of now, it has only one reference, which is address. So it is giving me option of address. But if there are multiple, then I can choose that for which reference fields create a blank record. Success error. Okay. So what I have done, I have created a reference field plus collection rather than just collection. I delete this one. Okay. So now it will create an employee and it will also create an address for that employee, right? I'll go and publish my changes. So this is the data. I'll just reload. Before that, let's just go and see the data, right? So that we know what is getting created. So an employee, employees and an address, I'll open in a new tab. So there are no addresses. Now I'll just go and submit this. Save. Go to employee, there should be one more employee with address. In the address, there should be a blank record. So this is the blank record. And this address is for that particular employee. So and these two are linked. It is not showing anything because obviously this address does not have line 1. If I give value of line 1, it will start showing. Maybe in the configuration, instead of line 1, let's start showing the ID field. Okay, ID. So it will be much clearer. I'm not using this alternate address field, so I'll just remove it so that it does not create some confusion. Okay, so employee got created and an address also got created, and this address is here, right? And then later they can go to the profile and complete all this. Right, let's add one more collection just to see. Let's say employee has a qualification. Okay, and let's say qualification has some name and some date of that qualification. Okay, now I want to create an employee. Along with employee, I want to create address, and along with address, I want to create qualification. So now what we'll do the same thing. We'll go to the employee collection and add qualification as well. In the field, I add one field, which is a reference field, qualification reference, just display ID, single select, multi select. Yeah, it will create just one object. Now I'll go to the event, save employee. I'll edit this, and I'll say instead of with address, create one qualification as well. So we want to create an empty record of reference, yes, and I'll just save. Now I'll go and publish. So this will create an employee, create an address, create a qualification. Come here, reload the page, submit. So now there should be one more address, two addresses, and in the employee there should be one address and one qualification. So you see address and qualification. It is showing one because this we have selected array, which is a multiple qualification. So it is showing it has one. And if you go to qualification, there should be one record of the qualification linked to this particular employee. So this way you are creating several collection items, and which are linked to that parent collection item, right? So it's you're creating a person profile, person has addresses, has education, has family members and all, and you're creating objects of all of them, so that when they go and edit their profile, they're just filling the missing data. They're not creating or linking those qualifications, those addresses to their profile, which is already linked when we have created the blank employee. So this way you can create several number of collections with just one form. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.